Welcome to another episode.
Another episode.
Can you believe it? They still let us film.
I kept thinking we'd be getting banned or maybe the local pound would take us in and put us in cages because we're just wild animals in here.
Yeah.
Well, it was a holiday weekend, so the cease and desist could be coming in any day now.
It's true. We also don't check the mail.
Yeah, who does? It's like what? It's just bills.
It's bills and it's just ads. You know, it's just like, do you need to frame this thing? Do you want like Google Fiber? Do you want to give us money? And the answer is no. It's always no to all of those things.
Yeah. Or in my case, it's because of an elder or mom that's getting into the elderly age of just like, do you want to put her in her home? Or have you thought about funeral services?
Have you thought about killing her?
Or do you want to sell your house for cash?
Yeah.
It's that's the number one thing I get in the mail now.
Speaking of people bothering, I have had so many times lately where people keep coming up for pest control stuff. You know, like pest control people keep coming to my door and being like,
well, they're definitely trying to rob you, dude.
I'm telling you, like today, this fucking like 19-year-old came up and was just like, hey, there's a lot of hornets in the area and we work with like the guys across the street. You know, it'd be really easy for our route if we just came over to your place. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I appreciate it. But now they don't take no. They just keep going. They keep trying to hit the pitch. And I was eventually just like, but no, stop.
Dude,
we're done.
One of my favorites on that, I was doing like a whole like rehab, spring cleanup, mulch install in this person's house. And it's like a little too attractive to be doing what she's doing. Young woman, I guess you could say.
By which she means she had all her teeth. Keep going. Greg.
Yeah. She wanders up to me and was like, are you the homeowner? And I was like, I am not. And I'm like,
y'all live here?
Yeah, I've got like, my trailer with
you see my work trailer?
And I've got like, the hat and the shirt on. I'm like, nope.
Doesn't look like I could own a home.
I'm very dirty. I clearly do not own this house. And she was like, oh, okay. Do you know who owns the house? I was like, they're not here. Trying to sell something, what I mean? And then just stood there and talked at me for like another 20 minutes. And I'm like, lady, go away. Try and get somebody else to sign up for whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
I am the help. Leave me alone,
And also, in the 20 minutes that you spend talking to me, trying to convince me to change my mind, you could go talk to 5 more people.
Yeah.
No, you could tell there was a coach who was just like, but what? Or like she was like, but what if that's not the homeowner? Sell.
You just keep selling, dude.
Just keep selling.
I work in sales. You just keep going. You just keep going. Yeah.
What if they say no? You keep going. You just keep going.
You convince them to buy a home,
and
then you sell them that product. You say, listen, why don't you own a home? Your broke ass can't get pest control now.
Well, it's great to be here. It's here. We're here on a Tuesday.
We're
here on a Tuesday. I'm Joseph.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Grant.
And
Matt.
We got Matt with us.
We got Murder Matt, baby.
Murder Matt's back.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
And we've decided that when Matt comes in, he's got a residency. So Matt, I'm thinking once a month comes in, and each month he's got to cover a conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. And if we're going to do conspiracy theories, we got to do it right.
And if we're going to do it right, we got to do it right all the way because we are here in Nashville at Visual Minds. Great. We got a bunch of art with us today. Normally we move it. We made Josh let us keep it in the frame to make us look better. And I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah. It makes us look less trashy.
But you know what's going to make us look as trashy as we are?
What do you got, Joseph?
These are essential.
Oh.
We've got our cowboy tinfoil conspiracy hats.
Can't tell you who made them. But I bet you can guess. I bet you can guess.
You probably have an idea. There are a lot of artisanal hat makers in Nashville, and none of them had anything to do with these.
No, that's very true.
Jamie said keep the tinfoil because he's returning this shit to Publix right after the show.
There's a chicken bone and watermelon juice on mine. Does that give me any guesses? Oh, we're going on top.
Oh, man, it looks really...
Okay. I feel like I'm one of those Jewish rabbis.
I was about to say, like, the
You're
tassels,
looking good.
They're not working.
They're antennas, dude.
Yeah, we'll call them antennas.
Let's do it.
Not a...
Joseph, yours is something special.
Yeah, it feels special.
In the upcoming months, we're going to up the production budget on the hats. This is just the first one.
Well, and that's why we need you
Prototype.
to invest in our Patreon.
Very good plug.
Thank you.
We don't look like this all the time.
Yeah.
It outpaces the S&P 500. This is not financial advice, but I would buy the dip.
Me and Jamie can't even afford sleeves. We're sitting over here just waiting for someone so I can have a nice button up from
Yeah.
Quince.
He's on the
Sponsor
sleeve
us.
to own program.
Yeah, sponsor us. I want to try some of your clothes.
I
I'll
can't,
pay
wa-
for 'em.
I can't wait to buy the most high-end button-up from H&M.
Aim higher.
Yeah, you can aim higher.
You
think
can
so?
do that.
Yeah.
Go Banana
Gap.
Republic.
He wants South Pole.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow.
We got to go to
All
a
right.
Goodwill for that one.
All right, pull back. Now we're aiming too high.
What's the one with the whales on it?
Oh, that
Maybe
it's
get
for
that
like
Something Vineyards?
The yuppie ones. Yeah.
Vineyard Vines or some shit like that
Sounds
with the
about
pink
right.
whale. I hate seeing people
I
wear those.
thought that was sponsored by Alabama because I've only seen...
No, they just all wear that down.
Yeah, they just like...
That's like Versace to them. The government's trying to invade.
Honestly, it's funny enough to me of just trying to keep these on our heads. That might be funnier than anything we're going to say.
After this, I have a lot of respect for those African villagers that can carry like buckets on their heads.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
that shit's hard. I've tried
It is.
that
It's
before.
You've tried that?
yeah, it's really hard.
sometimes I
I
walk
want to know
around.
the background story of why you
Yeah,
tried that.
Grant's just like, that looks like hard work. I
was
bet
a
I could do it.
bucket, I put water in it, and I was like, "Can I do that thing I saw?" But I cannot.
It's difficult, especially if you're not just holding the whole time. Like actually walking with it. I don't know how people do it.
Grant, you gotta lean it forward. So
Yeah, you got to lean it forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Wishing it's
We're
working
just going to
pretty
have
good.
AI
Yeah.
just put these on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix it in post.
Like a filter.
We should just have JPEGs of hats like superimposed over us.
all right.
So what's our conspiracy
Yeah,
theory?
Matt, what's today's
right.
conspiracy theory that we need
So on
our
today's
minds?
docket, we're going to be talking about the simulation theory.
Okay, go on.
All right.
And
What is the simulation
so
theory?
the simulation theory is a theory that we all live in a simulation right now where everything's pretty much pre-programmed. We're kind of running on like Avatar, and we're more or less just like a conscious kind of being living through the program. Which,
Like brains in a jar?
yeah,
Okay.
There's a couple ways you can
Think of
go
the
at it.
Matrix.
Think of it. I just watched 3/4 of that before this. I don't ruin the ending.
I won't. I won't.
Don't ruin it.
Don't spoil this 40-year-old movie for me.
Really cool, though.
I've been waiting 39 years to watch it.
It's really cool. I just gotta say.
Quick question. Are you enjoying The Matrix so far?
I did. I like it.
It's a good one.
I heard they got a second one. They got it reloaded. Too.
They got it reloaded?
I got a whole week.
I hear it's a documentary more than anything, but keep going.
It's just real. It's
Matrix
just
2,
AI.
Electric Boogaloo.
It's like Matrix 4. It's just
Made that
Sam
same joke
Altman.
earlier.
Did you? That's because we share the same brain cell.
It was Shrek though. Shrek 2, Electric Boogaloo.
And Shrek 2's a treasure, though.
Better than Shrek 1.
It might be.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know.
Mad Max type thing.
It's yeah.
You know, I've only seen Shrek 1, and the others I've only seen either insanely like obliterated. So like I don't remember watching Shrek 2. I've seen it.
Right.
And 3 is 2 when the gingerbread man's giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
But I was also obliterated, so like I don't remember any of it.
Yeah. I think Shrek 2's worth watching. Shrek 3, if I remember right, wasn't as good. And then after that, I haven't seen any of it.
One of the Puss in Boots movies got like a 98.
Dude, the
I
newest
heard the
one,
Puss in Boots
it's
movie's
super good.
It
amazing.
was so good. Like I saw it, and I was like, "There's no fucking way." And Grace and I watched it, and we were like fully invested. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like full on like cheering and like the moments, and like teared up at one moment. I'm like, why did they make this movie this good? It's like a spin-off of a spin-off. I mean, Jesus Christ, it was so good.
You put
Also,
in the
Antonio
effort.
Banderas, he knows how to talk.
He does.
There's also a conspiracy theory that they made Shrek based off of the Puss in Boots movie. Like it was written before.
What?
Yeah.
That's fun.
You
We are
didn't know
so
about
far
that?
down the conspiracy
Yeah.
hole now.
Put your hat on a little tighter. Bro.
Yeah. Welcome to the conspiracy rodeo, y'all.
Yeah.
Matt, figure out how to put this hat
I
on.
don't know what I'm doing. I just look like
I don't know what you're talking about. He's
They're gonna
got
call
it.
the cops and think 4 homeless people broke into this house.
Yeah, that lady who just walked by had the biggest smirk on her face.
She's like, I'm calling Metro right now.
Surely they can't be in there legally.
There's a rabbi with 3 Scientologists in there.
Imagine that police call.
It's like a
911.
disco
What is it? What is your
rabbi
emergency?
I think they're starting a new cult.
There's just gonna be some old guy out there like, not on my watch.
Yeah.
I'm reporting this.
I run this sector.
Yeah.
So good. So simulation theory.
Simulation theory. All right. So to kick it off, I guess you got to kind of put a real kind of story behind it. So I'm going to hit you with some facts, and then we can kind of speculate and go on that. But a little thing being included in this is this magical little truth serum we got. All right. And like the Matrix, you're going to have a red or a blue pill. But with this, you just got the shot or no shot.
You just got the red flask.
You got the red flask, but if you can't prove me wrong, you got to drink the red flask. You got to go go deeper.
Ooh.
I'm taking you deeper.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I don't know how well this will work. We might alter that, but for right now, that's the rules. So they did this experiment where they were shooting these photons, which is kind of like particles, through these 2 slits, right? When you shoot through them, they would naturally cluster up because there's 2 slits in the wall and they're going through it, right? So naturally there'd just be splatters along the wall. They noticed they started watching this and realized that when they first observed it, they weren't splatters. They started, kind of going in waves. But really when they started focusing on it, it started going back into like the splatter, how it should be. So then they were like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a camera here, and we're going to wait for the camera to watch it as it goes through and see if it changes from, the waves to the splatters.
Right.
When they turned the camera on, focusing down like the down ramp of it, it recorded going in as waves, and then when it realized it was being watched, it switched back to splatters.
Yeah.
Like it went straight to splatters.
Particles, yeah.
Exactly. So one of the theories behind it is really perception is reality. And
Right.
in this simulation that they're running, it's more of a rendering program to where you don't really notice things going on in the background until you focus on them, kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Like you'll see a building in the background and it doesn't get detailed till you get close to it.
Right.
So what they're saying is it's pretty much real-time rendering. When it notices it's being watched, it changes patterns
Sure.
to fit your perception of it.
The observer principle.
Exactly. So that's the first one.
That's the first one.
That's the first
Yeah.
one.
It's a commonly known principle within the quantum theory, mathematical, and physical departments, where we have definitely been able to recognize when something is being what's the actual
Observed.
when something is being observed, its pattern can change. Specifically, will change the closer we get to it. In fact, one of my favorite jokes in all of Futurama makes fun of that. When what was it? There wasn't a horse race. If you remember, Joseph, it was like some alien race, and they were making fun of like our horse races that we have. And then one of the horses won, and professor makes a joke. It's like, "Oh, that horse only won because we observed it."
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember that exact joke, but I love a Futurama reference.
Yeah, but that's something that's been well known. Futurama's not exactly the newest show, but. It is something that has been well known within the mathematical and physical and scientific community for some time, to where, ever since we realized that light is both a particle and a wave, both simultaneously and not.
Yeah.
Right.
And it gets a little deeper.
Go on.
Take us
So-
deeper down this
Sorry,
rodeo.
you made me knock over my
Now,
hat when you said deeper.
so what they're saying is what it did after being observed is it went back to the particles, the splatters. But they're saying what it would take to do that is for it to being observed and going back in time and switching the route that it was going to, pretty much alluding that time is not really linear, it's cyclical. And a lot of quantum like proves that, like, you know, there's certain theories on how like time is relative to gravity and mass.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, more quantum is starting to prove technically, like we perceive time, but technically time in itself doesn't exist. More so in the idea that everything that's already happened and already exists has always existed. We're just perceiving it as, and like what you said, like rendering. Like we are rendering in real time, like existence. But everything that's happened has already happened. We're just experiencing as it's happening to us. If
it's
you will.
unloading.
Yeah.
Which opens up the kind of thing to free will. So if everything has already happened, does anything matter? Type stuff like,
Sure.
Any of your decisions really matter, or is it already pre-programmed to happen? You're just kind of living through it as you get programmed. But it gets a little deeper. Now, with that, there's been, you know, countless, you know, recordings and sightings of just glitching. You know what I mean? And it happens to, like, I don't know if you play a video game where if it overloads, it kind of glitches out. I have a personal story about this. So, get ready. So we're driving by a military base that's outside of Nashville.
Who's we?
Me and my fiance now.
Nice.
Congrats.
All right, thank you.
I hear she's
Yeah.
really nice. I hear she's great.
She's great. She's great. She actually told me, she's like, love you. Be funny today. As I walked out, I'm like, thanks, no pressure.
Just because you said that, I will not be.
Yeah, I'm going to tank. It's going to be very awkward. So we're driving, and as you drive, you think of just random shit. You know, like it's like just the most random shit. And it kind of crossed my mind, like the whole situation of it while I was driving, and I noticed this huge, like, gotta be like an aircraft carrier, right? Like something just ungodly huge, and it was flying. And, you know, usually with those planes, like, they're coasting because it's a lot of, you know, stuff to move.
Yeah.
This sumbitch was just parked in the air. And then, like, 5 minutes before that, a Black Hawk took off and then it just landed really quick. And then took off and just, like, booked it. Now, granted, there is a military base there, so this is not a weird thing, but I'm looking at this plane and I'm driving and I'm just like, okay, it's going to start moving soon. No, it just hovered for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Like, I swear to God, it didn't move and it was sitting at an angle like this. So I go to my fiance, I'm like, wake up. I'm like, she's like, I'm like, listen, I'm like, I'm not crazy, record this. You see this? She's like, what are you talking about?
I'm not crazy. Look,
I'm not crazy. Believe me. Believe me. You see it too. So,
Great things to say behind the wheel of a car.
I know. As I'm driving for like 12 hours, be like, hey, listen, if you don't see this, we got to pull over for a little bit because I think I might have mixed up the energy drinks or something. And so she's like, oh my God, that is weird. And I'm like, get the fucking thing on video. What are you doing? Like, get it. I'm like handing her my phone, like cutting off the music. And so she gets it. And I'm like, okay. And right after the observation thing, right after we observed it and she started recording it, it started moving again. And then it turned, not only did it move, it turned the other way and did like a crazy, like, and just took off. So I'm like, okay, I got it on video.
Thank God I
Okay,
have
could
my
share
fiance
this.
with me.
So we're driving, we stop at a rest stop, and she pulls up, gives me my phone, I look at it, and I'm like, staring at it, just waiting. So she took a fucking picture. She took a picture of a plane in the sky, and I'm gonna sit here and be like, yeah, it wasn't moving. No shit, dude. This is a picture.
This is
I'm
a
like,
static
she's like,
photo.
what do you mean? I got a picture of it. I'm like, yeah, this is a video type thing. Like, like, yeah, so believe it or not, I even got a picture of a float.
Please believe it or not.
Believe
This is a
it.
picture of a floating airplane.
If this hat doesn't prove that I'm telling the truth, I swear to God, I got a picture of it.
Oh shit! I forgot to say this. I didn't mention it to anybody. This past week, we had a UFO at B&A.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. What's it called? I was at work. My general manager and one of the girls that's in charge of what's it called? A lot of the people that handle like the flight maneuvers, like
Yeah.
guiding where
They do the
things
controls
go.
and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the air traffic control. She's one of the heads for the air traffic control, and they're just straight up staring out the window. And I walk over. It was a little slow, so I was like, "What are you guys staring at?" because they're like focused.
Yeah. Sure.
And she's on the phone, and she looks pretty like not shook, but ecstatic about like what she's talking about. What it's like, we think there's a UFO over there, and I was like, let me see. And then like I look over, I use my phone, and there's just something we can't figure it out. It's not a helicopter and it's not a plane, but it's just floating, like probably about, I'd say somewhere about 5 miles away from the airport.
Okay.
And like it was one of those, like I used my phone to like zoom in. I was like, I don't even want to have evidence of this. I don't want to be in this
I don't
situation.
even need this.
Yeah, I was like, I got enough in my life. And I just like, that's enough of that. I'm going to go back to work and act like I didn't see this.
There's just a little gray that's like, I need to make my connection.
Well,
I got to get to Milwaukee.
like flying interstellar distances just to land in Antioch. And
Yeah, right?
Oh, there's life. And it's like, oh, shit, this is Antioch. Like, the alien gets robbed 5 minutes before landing. Right.
You land at B&A and you're like, we should gas the planet.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just gas up and leave. Let's roll the windows up.
We were going to give them all the advanced technology and try to uplift them, but you know what? They don't need it.
They got hot chicken. You know?
Yeah, they got hot chicken.
Feels like they're going to take care of themselves in about 20 years.
Yeah. We'll come back in 2
this
decades.
is going to handle itself.
Yeah,
This is a no-brainer.
This will fizzle out.
This is up and coming. We'll be right back. We'll be back for it. So, yeah.
Actually, that might be why the aliens keep coming. They're like, man, this is a nice prime property. Good thing they're going to handle this.
It's like
themselves.
just on the cusp of being a good neighborhood. They're like, you know what?
Can't
Marry
invest
3
yet.
more-
It's too early.
You know, listen, Gleep Glorp. We got this idea. But yeah, so simulations, man.
Yeah, you said you were watching a documentary about it?
I've been watching a few. So there's a few like YouTubers that kind of deep dive into it a little more. It's just kind of, just if you kind of picture, if you break it down to a core level, right? So like a computer is essentially a brain that runs on compute, which is like, that's their thought process. It runs and it needs energy to run, right?
Sure.
Like what is a human brain? Mm-hmm. A human brain before, all this AI could process, whatever, how many hundreds of thousands of simulations in itself at one. So what is the difference between an organic computer that could be made of just whatever versus, a man-made structure? And then there's also little things like electricity, like every plant being gives off an electric field. Mm-hmm. And they actually had back in, the day,
Went
some
all the way
guy
back.
Not allowed to talk about conspiracies anymore because Grant's been compromised.
Well, once I start talking about free energy, they're taking us out.
Yeah.
It's back.
They're talking about the electric field. Drone strike them.
Yeah, they're like, you can hear
It's coming in. It's coming in any minute.
They were 5 weeks away from having a weapon of mass destruction.
All we have to do is talk about how we can turn water into free energy.
I was literally just about to say, it's like, don't maybe spend too much time talking about how we can actually operate vehicles on water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the Patreon account. If you guys want to get free gas, if that gas is a little too high, we'll tell you how to put some water in that son bitch. It'll power it up.
That's a natural. He knows how to pitch it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go, dude.
One of my favorite simulation theories came from. So Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about it in one of his shows and one of his specials, if I remember correctly. But it was like the idea that nothing can go faster than the speed of light, right? One of my favorite questions was, so let's say the speed of light is like 3,000 miles, right? I forget what the
It's
exact...
like 300 million miles a second. Or
300 million miles a second. Let's say you have...
Let's ask.
let's say one of the questions was, let's say you had a yardstick that was 3 million miles long and you push it 1 inch. Wouldn't it be instant for that yardstick to move that 1 inch, technically beating the speed of light? And going back to the rendering things, like, no, it would not, because the time it would take for the kinetic energy to move the yardstick would still not be faster than the speed of light in itself.
Well, the speed of light's just a measure of RAM. Like you can only go like if you look at frames per second on a video game.
Exactly.
You can clock out at a certain, and that's as long as it'll go. But like that's the speed of light. That's how fast they could let it process.
And so that's I love that take of the simulation theory of like, well, if this wasn't a simulation, why would there be a speed limit on anything? Especially something that it would take for like a yardstick to move. That would only realistically exist if there was a simulation that had that needed processing time to handle such a thing. Now it's a little more confusing because you can warp time and space with gravity, and so the idea is that if you can warp gravity, you can pretty much warp time and space to your whim.
Sure.
Which is fascinating in and of itself. Technically speaking, you could not go backwards in time, but that's all theoretical at this point.
I mean, if you look at it deeper, it's like the Big Bang was like the startup. Like you tell me out of nowhere, somebody just made everything, like it created a program, right?
Well, there's a lot of fun things behind that kind of relies on like the multiverse theory or whatever.
I like that theory.
There are some that like, okay, so large enough black holes are going to be pulling so much matter, energy, light, everything like into it or whatever. And the idea is like, well, where is that going? Theoretically, it could be causing a bubble universe. Which,
and a white hole on the other side.
More or less, yeah.
Like
that's a good way of thinking about it. And that could be the spark of the Big Bang that we are observing as our universe.
I like the multiverse theory.
Yeah.
I feel like it ties in very well to the simulation because it also makes it kind of, if you map it out, it's like you could be living multiple experiences through whatever consciousness you view it through. So it's like one of those things where it kind of meshes to where it's like just anything like, if you really honestly think and try for something, I really kind of believe like it manifests itself. Like there's a proven thing where if you just kind of manifest positive energy, positive things do naturally happen. And then they kind of gravitate. Same with negative, like there's like those experiments where they'll do like yelling at plants and then one where you're talking to them and the other one grows better, stuff like that. Yeah. Just energy fields around you.
There's actually a really fun like sociological and scientific like study that they did where they basically kind of like found like quantifiable results, like real numbers that pessimists end up having worse luck. Like more bad things happen to pessimists than optimists.
Yeah.
And it does seem to, like, other than the fact that they just recorded enough people approaching the world in different ways and were able to quantify the fact that, like, if you have a shitty attitude, more bad things happen to you. But it could just quite simply be, putting that negative energy out either into the collective, unconscious or the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. More bad things are going to come back to you.
It's like you're attracting it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Warren Buffett, I think it was Warren Buffett or someone along that scale said
Jimmy Buffett.
It was the great.
Yeah, it's probably Jimmy Buffett.
The greatest
Probably
investor of all time, Jimmy Buffett. He still has Margaritaville's, dude. Right. He's still opening things.
I mean, he's doing good.
He's beyond being dead. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was dead. So, I mean, that's a.
He is, right?
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, they want
Warren
you to think
Buffett's
he's dead.
That's what they want you to think.
That's what they want you
Jimmy
to think.
Buffett's on an island right now. Just
Jimmy Buffett's on an island right now, enjoying the fact that
sure that's
divorced
what
alcoholic dads are loving his music.
He's living in a volcano like a James Bond villain, just drinking Mai Tais and hanging out with his parrots.
just blackout drunk.
Cheeseburger and paradise.
But they
So
said,
bad at wearing hats, Grant.
No, right?
Yeah, we got to get some Velcro or something.
That's a good idea, Velcro.
Yeah. It's not the hat's fault.
It's definitely not the hat.
It's Grant.
Yeah.
I mean, I am
User
losing it the
error.
most out of everybody.
But what did Jimmy Buffett say?
So Jimmy, don't quote directly, but the wise words of Jimmy Baby Buffett once said, like if something bad happens to you, you got to say 3 positive things, right? Like, I got a flat tire and I'm late for work. If you say, fuck, I got a flat tire, my day's shitty, it's all like it's just going to manifest. But if you sit there and look back and be like, hey, I actually have a car. A lot of people don't have a car. And I have a job that I'm going to that a lot of people don't
You got
have.
it.
Solved it.
Dude.
That's not going nowhere, baby.
It's like if 2 Chainz made a country album over there.
Where's my snare?
I'm 2 tractors.
2 tracks.
See, you shook him. You shook him.
All right, well, I might be compromised.
Oh my God, he was a plant the whole time.
Little yarmulke.
Yeah, put it under
It's
the
my Iron Dome.
put it
It's my iron.
It's the Iron Dome.
put it under the headphones and it'll stay.
There you go.
Listen, man, come on. Now you're over engineering.
There we go. Yeah.
You know, I worked at a Carrabba's and a homeless guy. This is a real story too. He had this thing on his fucking head, dude. I swear. I don't know if it was a wig or just like some rabbit skin, but just like this on top of his head and walk in and just live in his van, but always come into Carrabba's and gets like some food, which I'm like, bro, someone needs to teach you some finance. Like, I would not be buying Carrabba's if you're living in a van.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
We'll
it was
get from
on
the dollar menu, you know?
But I always wanted to just kind of peel it up and see what was on it. I never did, though.
What are you hiding?
I want to know, dude, like, what's under there? Are you feeding it? You feeding it the Italian food?
Little reverse ratatouille.
Yeah,
dude.
little chicken parm for me. Little chicken parm for the scab.
My scabbo eats chicken pie.
So one thing that's fascinating about the multiverse theory is going back to that time has always existed theory. So there's the idea that the universe in the Big Bang Theory kind of has an accordion system, if you will, to where like it's constantly expanding and then it reaches like a limit.
Then you go back.
And then it like
And then it reverts,
it freaks out. And then it just has to shrink and shrink and shrink. And then once it shrinks to a certain point, it gets into that one like infinitely small pebble thing. And then it reaches like a boiling point and then explodes again. And the idea, if you team that with time has always existed, is like each one of those is another universe. To us, it seems like, oh, that was the past. But technically, in reality, it's all happening all at the same time.
More or less.
So Joseph has been Stalin. Joseph has been Hitler. Joseph has been
Medea.
Joseph has
I was Medea for a while.
That was this time.
Joseph has been Obama.
Medea.
Joseph has been fucking Pedro Pascal. Joseph has been everything under the sun and lived every experience and then crumbled. And then Pedro Pascal is Joseph. And like we've all lived each other's lives in one way
You're
or
basically
another.
describing the time I did DMT.
Yeah, dude.
When I was like a hammerhead shark for a while, and I was a grasshopper for a while, and I was like every living thing for a while. It's pretty sick.
On DMT, if you look at a laser, there's a thing about this too, which also explains the simulation. You could look into a laser on DMT, and people are seeing code. And it's not like
I've heard about that.
Ones and zeros. It's like a mix between like English, Japanese, fucking just symbols. But it's like people are looking at it and it's been done by multiple different people. It's not like one person's like, I saw it. So it's like one of those things too. It's like if code's embedded in us, if you look at a video game, like Elon Musk said in 2016, he said, when I was, younger, we had Pong. And now in 2016, when he said this, he was like, video games are so real, you couldn't really distinguish the reality between them. And
Well, that's
if you
coming from him, so to be fair.
he's like, this is real.
He's on a lot of ketamine when he said that.
This may or may not have been before the ketamine, but to him it was real, damn it.
I can't remember if I killed those hookers in the game or here, but hookers are dead somewhere.
It could just be like someone who just believes WWF is real. Like, it's real.
Yeah,
It's
or like, just how heavily autistic he is. He's just like, the faces look the same. It's like, no, those are video game faces and video game emotions. I don't see a difference.
You mean Tifa from Final Fantasy's not real?
It's like, Elon, put your pants on, dude.
Elon,
But I've jacked off to those titties tons of times. Like that doesn't.
stop using your son you don't talk to as a human shield.
The one that's literally like a VIN number. Like,
Yeah.
his name
Yeah.
is W3876.
This is my son QWERTY, like the keyboard.
Yeah.
I will say, who was it? There was a scientist, I think a Russian scientist, that recently came out and said that he believes that everything that we perceive and have, whether it be energy, light, matter, is all forms of information.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, have you seen, they did a thing, they showed just like fiber optic cables and like with quantum. So like how, if you go on deeper into quantum, which kind of goes into multiverse and the simulation, because it kind of goes hand in hand, but they can quantum like send information in a second wherever. You know what I mean? With these technologies. And like, if you look at fiber cables, like there's a guy who held like a thing of them and he's like, this is how fiber works. It's like translucent. And then when you put it up to where your eye can see, you could see them like it's a mirror.
Yeah.
Like you're looking into a mirror. It's like, that's like pretty much fiber. It's like, there's no medium of thing. You're just kind of, it's like space time. You're crunching it up and just shooting it through.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
And it's, man, there's just a lot of crazy.
It is wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, weirdly enough to kind of like, so, you know, a couple of counter arguments to simulation theory. The big one is the fact that, like, it's, as far as we can tell, like a computational impossibility, right? For the,
it would take
like
massive.
8 billion people that are recorded, but we think there's probably more like 10 billion people, maybe more on
Probably.
the planet, just because the census is not, you know, especially a global census is not very accurate. The computational power for each and every single one of us to be living a very, very internalized,
Individualized
separate,
life, yeah.
individualized
And your own thing
life.
going on.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, like the fact that we've been having this conversation, how many individual thoughts we've all collectively had that we haven't spoken out loud, how many times our eyes have shifted around the room to focus on something. That's just 4 of us. Now expand that to 10 billion people. Like they literally think that there's nothing in the universe that could like pull that much power and have enough space in order for a computer that advanced or that large to exist.
It'd take
right?
multiple Dyson spheres, which a Dyson sphere, if you don't know, it's a theoretical, but it's pretty much trying to map out how other life could exist. It'd be like there's different levels
Yeah.
of civilization. So
Right.
a Dyson sphere, essentially, you take a star and you build a structure around it. And now there's even stuff now saying that where they're watching stars and they're noticing different shades. And it's kind of coming in and out like it's almost like a rotating sphere. So the sphere,
they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the
it
light
catches
that's coming off
they
of
build
it that
a
we're picking up on.
It's like if you built a structure around the sun that could just take all the sun's energy and it shoots through the universe and control it and concentrate it to one power source.
Right.
You could power infinite civilization, or I mean, to our knowledge, you know.
Basically, yeah. I mean, you think you're at that point you're talking about a Type 2 civilization that's able to harness the power of
I think
star.
I think it's actually Type 1 where they can utilize all the energy. I think like Type 2 is like you can control most of it, like to where you're using weather as like a power source, and then like Type 3 or something where you just harness like raw energy.
I think it might be Type 3 then, yeah.
So what are we? Type 20?
Type
Dude,
0.
we're
baby.
Type.
Type
Yeah.
0.
We're negatives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Literally Type 1
We're
civilization.
lucky enough that like a species before us died out.
We're still shoving dinosaur bones into our fuel tanks.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally-
So a Type 1 civilization
And then
is
we're like
pre-Star
killing people
Trek.
and like holding ourselves back from breaking into the next series of technology so companies can still make money doing
Yeah.
it.
We're literally
We're
wasting.
squabbling over like false deities or whether they're real or not. Differences of deities and fake currency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like imaginary shit that we're using to trade with each other. And in fact, if we could just come together as a global species, which is a Type 1, we could eradicate all problems pretty goddamn fast.
yeah. Pretty much by next week, we could just be like, what were we doing?
Yeah, it really would be a waking
Yeah,
up
if
one
only
day.
we
It's
could
like,
have some post-nut clarity to the situation.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like everyone just takes a day off. Like, let's just think about it for a
If
minute.
God could just make all of us come at the same time, and we were all just
Whoa.
and we're all just
We
like, whoa.
relied on
If
gas
that's a
for that long?
simulation,
Whoa.
that's a cheat
And
code.
that's
a cheat code. You got to
yeah,
put
that's
in.
that's
if we are in a simulation, please figure out what that cheat
Yeah.
code is.
yeah. I'm
I
like down, down,
don't
left, right, left, right, BA, select, start. And everyone's just like,
Like, why are we not solving that problem?
whoa.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Hey, a bunch of Israeli soldiers just dropping their guns. We're monsters. I'm so sorry. We what are we doing?
A clan member's just like, man, this is really mean. What was I doing?
And then one of the other clansmen's like, Cletus, what were you thinking about when you came? Not you, Rudy.
Like it was you, Nigel.
We need to get back together and fix our lives. We can't do this right now. We'll talk about our feelings later.
Do you still love your wife? Yes, I still love my
Yes,
wife.
God damn it. I love Trish.
So you don't ever think about that fishing trip back in '93? No. I told you I was drunk.
But there actually is kind of a cool thing. I decided to look some of this up to remind myself. But
Grant deflecting. Yeah, let's change the subject.
no, I mean, I just figured we're on it.
You don't want to talk about gay Klansmen?
No, this was actually the episode.
You don't want to write a Brokeback Mountain gay Klansman.
That was
bit for a
part
second?
2 of my white
really
supremacy
do.
series.
I see. That's
Okay,
why I
that's
missed
fine.
Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle.
let's shift to that.
I missed when Dave Chappelle did that. That shit was so funny, man.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
with the Klansmen?
Yeah,
They're like,
back when Dave Chappelle was funny.
Yeah, God. R.I.P.
So, but there is some physicists, such as James Gates, have identified mathematical structures resembling error-correcting codes embedded in the equations that help describe string theory. So, like, you're getting like way down into the nitty-gritty of everything. String theory itself is a little outdated. They've kind of sort of molded into a few other ones.
Is that what they developed to invent string cheese?
Yes, that's exactly right. Very
Nice.
good.
Sponsored by Kraft. String theory, string cheese.
I remember when, I don't know if I told you this, but when I was in high school, I went to a really good high school. But one of my best friends was Bulgarian, and we connected on the fact that we were both immigrants in high school. And both of his parents were literally physicists at Vanderbilt.
Uh-huh.
And his dad was like a super genius, as you can imagine. And this was back when we were like, string theory was like really prominent and like first coming out. And I was so fascinated by it.
Yeah,
I
like
was
2002 or 3.
I think I was asking questions about by
Yeah.
2006, but it had been out
Right.
for a couple years by
Yeah.
then. But I asked him, like, because I was reading a book about it, and both him and his son and I were both in like high-end physics class at the time, and he pretty much had to tutor me physics because it was like way out of my league at this point.
Sure.
But I asked him
Math
about
is fucking hard.
the math is
There's
fucking.
no way you pass physics,
Dude, I passed barely because
Yeah,
of
look
him.
at your fucking
I
hat.
took physics in high school.
No, we were taking physics.
That worked out for you.
We
huh?
took physics BC, and I was like, this has to be the hardest physics that we had. No, there was one kid who ended up being the valedictorian of his class who took physics C, and the teacher didn't know how to teach it to him, nor did she have the time. So he taught physics C to himself
Jesus.
with just the textbook.
What's BC?
So there's AB, which is the
Is
easiest.
it before Christ physics? That's how James. Like,
There was AB,
It could be
which is-
gravity. It could be witchcraft.
There was
We don't
regular-
know. We don't know.
There was
we think
regular
it's God,
physics.
but we're not
Yeah,
sure.
it's definitely Jesus.
We're pretty sure it's Jesus.
There was regular physics, which is what you got in high school. Then there was physics AB, which was first college level physics, and then there was physics BC, which is what I got into, which is second level, which you would normally get in sophomore level college physics class. And then there was physics C, which was so advanced for us as juniors in high school. But this guy was teaching himself fucking physics C. Nonetheless, I asked the dad, like, what are your thoughts on string theory? And he got so upset at one point. He's like, you might as well just believe in Jesus. And I thought that was hilarious. Like, that's so sacrilegious, but I love that you said that.
That's so good. How are we on time over there?
And if you saw him, like,
44 minutes.
he looked like a guy that was like a physics genius.
Sure.
From Bulgaria.
Okay.
Just like kind of like
I'm
a
picturing big eyebrows.
very bushy, big, very sweet. One of the sweetest dads I've ever met.
Yeah.
But you could tell like he didn't really know how to connect with people because he was obviously autistic.
Sure.
His hair was always a mess.
Okay,
and he
first
looked
of all-
always like his brow, like because he had big big furry eyes.
Yeah.
But he
Great big
always had like
caterpillars.
a very serious face. Like,
Resting concentration face.
yes, exactly. Just furrowed eyebrows at all times. Like, like looking like, are you mad at me? Like, did I
No,
do
he's
something
just analyzing what the atoms are doing in that wall. Over
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah.
He's just thinking
Yes.
all the time.
He's string theory.
I do love that. So what do you think about string theory? You may as well believe in Jesus.
First of all, wait, did you call him autistic just because he was foreign and probably did?
No, looking
gotta be autistic,
at the
bro.
time, I was just like, he's just a genius. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, he was definitely autistic. He was very emotionally unavailable to his son and me, but
Like
he was
shits
very
his pants
sweet and
from
loving.
time to
I also like that you snuck yourself in there with the like disconnect between him and his son. It's just like, yeah, my dad's kind of distant, and Jamie's like, yeah, he doesn't talk to me either.
What's that about?
Yeah.
Well, like his parents would go like on
I'm over
trips.
here like once a week.
Why
I
doesn't
was
your
there
dad
all the
love me?
time, and his parent, like, I think I never interacted with his dad other than when we talked about physics. That's the only time he wanted to talk to us.
Oh yeah, because he's bored every other time.
And then like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's like, why would I want to talk to 14 or 16-year-old boys?
Yeah, they don't know shit about anything.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I
about
get it. Tits are great. You want to talk about physics?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of like I mean, you call it a theory. Honestly, it's basically proven. But like once you get past a certain like IQ level, certain other elements of your psyche kind of like have to take a step back, if you will, right? So like basically the smarter you are, the less socially adept you are after a certain point. You know, you cross like a threshold.
Yeah.
And you get to a point where you literally can't communicate with people on the same level because you're not operating on their level. You know what I mean? So that's just the way that is.
And also, you know, nature nurture kind of thing. There's also, you know, the nurture aspect of like, oh, most of your time has most likely been spent not interacting with humans. It has most
that's
likely
true.
been reading or writing or
Learning
working on
physics.
something.
Because you have like basically like a unquenchable thirst for knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not going to get that by, you know, having idle chit chat with people at a bar. You're going to get that by combing through like really dense textbooks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like you already are at the disadvantage where your body and brain don't naturally want to talk to those people.
Yeah.
But then you've also trained your brain even more to not want to do that because you're like, that's a waste of my time.
It's like, this guy's an idiot. I'm not even going to talk to him.
Well, there's that, but also like when you're
about
that
atoms and stuff.
when you're that intelligent, I'm sure like you're like
Everyone's gotta
this is
be.
a way. It's like how I see doing yard work. I hate doing yard work because every time I'm doing yard work, I'm like, man, I should be using this valuable time that I have doing anything else. I should be like writing scripts. I should be doing something funny. I should be coming up
good
with
thinking
ideas.
time.
But like, I hate it so much that like, why would I do that to myself when I could be doing something more?
Sure.
You got to get one of those Roomba vacuums, dude, or lawnmowers.
Or I could get a grant in my life. Who's
Everyone
good?
needs a grant in their life.
Yeah. Grant's good at making grass shorter.
And other stuff.
And
listening to podcasts and audiobooks while I'm doing it.
Yeah, see?
Well, I feel like we rustled up some pretty interesting ideas, partners.
Oh, yeah.
Hang
I
on,
got
so are there any other major reasons why simulation theory could not exist?
So one of the big ones is that if there was, you know, a way for a species to get us to like be in a simulation, chances are we'd kill each other before we got to that. Like it's almost impossible to get to that much unity where they could come up with something, because it would be collectively take the whole world working together to build, you know, like power structures and that. And then it's kind of a little both ways. And then it's like, you know, if they did do it, made a simulation, it would be the last couple of years before everything went to shit, because that'd be what everyone would want to relive. Like, it's kind of like you're in a loop. Like, you're going to live right before, which is kind of unfolding in our generation, which is really weird.
I mean, I think that kind of makes sense why it's gotten to be a little more popular of an idea, just because
The world's so fucking awful.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally like, you know, if not frustrated, afraid right now.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's
I like
kind of the
bouncing
time
back and
to be
forth.
sort of disassociating with fun ideas and theories and stuff like that.
Question
Yeah.
about simulation theory. Why? Why would they take all the time to put us in a simulation? Just for lulz?
Yeah,
So
by
it-
Matrix rules and that where they're using us like batteries.
That was stupid. That's one of the dumbest things in the Matrix.
What's if it's like a training model though? Like, what do you put these LLMs through? Right, you put them through training models where you're going through
That's a good
massive
point.
simulations. Now, what's to say if you were a general consciousness and we're training you, so you live thousands and thousands of lives, but every one you're learning a different lesson. Like it's
Yeah.
almost like in us it could be 80.
We're a
100
great
years,
big
but it's a
enlightenment
microsecond.
LLM.
We're Chat GPT right now, but we're
giant-
the discounted model that's running on half the
So
speed.
some kind of alien
Yeah, we're Gronk.
that sucks. You know
So
what?
what should we do? I don't know. Bomb it? Man, this thing just says to bomb everything.
I just
we're going to
asked
delete the simulation as soon as it's over. As soon as it's 2030, we're deleting this thing.
Are we done with beta testing on this shit yet?
For half a second, I thought, what if some giant alien Buddha had built us as a soul machine to essentially try to understand nirvana and karmic perfection by having us all run through life cycles and see what we can do for and to each other. And then you said we were Grok, and now I just want us all to die. I want a giant meteor to hit whatever central data processing
Right,
Dyson
data
sphere we
center
are
right
on,
now.
and to just fucking put us out of it.
Sure.
That sucks. I hate that.
Yeah, they're
Hate it.
checking up on us like, oh shit, there's billionaires. This
Man,
is
we
not
should
good.
not have left them
I just
unattended
want
for
to
a
know
while.
if this is all a simulation, who the fuck is playing as us? Because this shit, put in a cheat code, dog. If you're
I'm telling you, man.
watching, let's get the everyone
I mean,
jack
for real.
off cheat code in there and
also-
infinite money glitch.
Don't you have something better to do? Like, go touch grass
Can you
or
imagine?
space grass.
We're just
Yeah,
on
right?
some like 13-year-old's computer.
Yeah.
He's like bored playing The Sims.
Well,
This is just our existence.
Yeah, we're in Minecraft. Yeah.
Make him have diarrhea again.
Make
And
the
I'm
kid
just like-
shit his
And
pants.
I'm just like, oh, again?
What the fuck?
Okay, real quick, for the record,
Making me Taco Bell. Making him have diarrhea. Making me Taco Bell to try and fix the diarrhea.
Make him jack off.
Now go to work. Go to work.
Go to work. Go to work with your
Jack
shit
off. Go to work.
with your shitty cum pants. Go to work. Don't change your pants.
the plot hole in the Matrix where they use us as batteries originally in the script was that the machines were using us for our neural processing power.
That makes way more sense.
But apparently, when the Wachowskis presented the original script to the movie execs, they said that was too complicated and most people would
'Cause it's
not
gonna
get
happen.
it. And then they were like,
Don't film this
make
yet.
it dumber and make it simpler. And so they said,
because they're going to do that to us.
Man, dude, there's like so many you could go down, but the CIA and all that do have like influence on the media. Like they go in and vet all these movies and that. But it's just like one of those things. It's like you never know because it's like they throw it out in front of your face. And then like that shit ain't real. You're crazy. Then 5 years later, like, yeah, that shit was real, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nothing makes you feel as crazy as when the CIA just releases a memo. It's like, oh, yeah, that thing people talked about that we did 30, 40 years ago, we totally did it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like,
We absolutely gave a dolphin and a lady a lot of acid and put them in a weird, like, semi-aquatic apartment together.
we basically built
did that.
the worst sitcom experience for this dolphin and this lady.
what was the movie with Will Smith?
1,000%
Where
actually.
he
They
got
just
framed?
did that.
Do you remember that movie where Will Smith got
70s were
framed
wild,
for
man.
something?
Yeah.
And then he was being tapped by the government.
I think that's just his life.
That's Men in Black.
Yeah, is it Men in Black?
No,
talking about Men in Black?
there's a
He's talking
You're talking
about
about Wild
Will
Wild West.
Smith.
He's talking about Men in Black too.
I think he's talking about Wild Wild West.
He's Wild Wild West.
Wow,
yeah.
that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Good
I love
movie.
that
Good movie.
honestly.
Yeah,
Wild
it
Wild
is.
West, dude.
Oh, you're thinking of
Unironically, I love that.
no,
movie.
Wild Wild West is a treasure, and if any of our younger viewers haven't watched it, do yourself a favor
There's
and
a
go watch
giant
it.
robot spider.
It's
I
awesome.
don't need to say anymore.
Okay,
And
wait.
the Burger King toys and tie-in meal was actually pretty sick.
That's another topic I wanted to touch on was the Mandela effect.
Sure.
Have you seen a
Ooh,
lot
yes.
of those coming out now?
Yeah, like
To where the
Berenstein Bears thing.
like the monocle on the guy. And,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna do one right now. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I guess this will just test it out to see what timeline you're on because apparently this is kind of how you figure it out. Where is your heart located in your chest? Is it like on the
Left-hand
left
side.
It's left hand side?
Yeah.
Left, right? Like you put your
More towards the
your
middle, but it's
hand
roughly there.
over.
Yeah.
It's in the middle. It's not on the left. It's literally right here. And apparently that's a thing. It's always been a thing. Like, and the same thing with like the Chick-fil-A stuff. Have you seen that? Like they have, I think it's like a K or something in it now. where like it used to
Yeah,
be
they
like
eat more chicken or whatever.
yeah, like the Chick-fil-A.
The
stuff.
Chick-fil-A logo, they changed it subtly, and
Oh, they did?
people were like, "Wait a minute, wasn't it different?" And they were like, "I don't know."
So do they go like Star
Fruit of Loom.
Wars?
Actually, I think it was Fruit of Loom.
They got caught.
They got caught changing it.
It was a CIA.
Yes,
They
the
called it like
CIA
Operation Cornucopia to
Yes.
see if they could slowly
Yes.
make you believe over time that something didn't happen, which
Right.
is an actual kind of tactic.
Sounds like something the
that's-
CIA would do.
Yeah,
And has done.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, man, there's crazy shit, and if you think about it now, all media isn't physical anymore. Like they want everything to be like you rent it or you watch it streaming. They could control.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you
Edit
pay a
anything you
subscription
want.
to get access to the service that you then have to pay to
Yeah.
remove ads for,
You
and then,
own
Which is-
nothing and love it.
Yeah.
That's what their
Right.
goal. They don't want you
Abso-fucking-lutely.
knowing
And
Lovely.
nothing.
while we're wearing our hats of like, if you want to do any kind of prepping out there, get a small handful of like really good, sturdy, long-lasting hard drives, and just download as many books as you can in
Yeah.
PDF form, because they're gonna start slowly, not even fucking slowly anymore, removing physical copies of books that they don't want us to have access to.
I
That is
tried
true.
to look into building and I'm sure it's out there, but a local LLM that could run on like
Sure.
like an old Samsung, right? Like I've been trying to look into it, how to build it, and it's complex as shit. I probably will never figure it out, but someone will maybe.
Yeah.
But make it a LLM that runs on a local device that has no connection to the internet, but you can boot it to add more if you need to, but just put straight up farming survival material at a thing to where you could take a picture of a plant, identify it locally. It runs on its own RAM because the computer's not like in our phones, like those chips can run it. It's if you take everything off and put it solely as that,
Yeah.
and just make your own offline. Like the thing is, like with these LLMs, they're taking all your shit. They're taking all your anything you put into it. It's going to OpenAI. It's going to all these companies. They're using it as like research. But if you pull it offline and make it your own local model, to where I think that's where iPhone, like Apple's going with, it's just more secure. It's running locally on your device. No one can open a cloud and get into it.
Right.
But that is true. And I started buying like survival books and
You got to make your
farming.
own internet, if you will.
Yeah.
Make your own database of knowledge, really.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
physical, because, I mean, if you think about it, dude, one EMP, we're all fucked. Like, if they decided to launch it, like, every battery would be done. Like, if any, device would be offline. Like, there'd be no way. People would panic. Within the first, like, what do they say, 24 hours, like, most of the civilization be dead because they're rioting over each other trying to get resources,
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're only like 3 missed meals away from just total bedlam. You know?
Yeah.
Total
100%.
chaos.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine that?
Well, on that note,
Hang on, real quick.
It's going to get ugly.
If you guys haven't seen it, or if any of you guys haven't seen it, there's a movie from 1998 called Enemy of the State, but it's all about
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Will
Good
Smith
movie.
is in it. It's a fantastic
It's good.
movie, but it's the premise of the movie is essentially Will Smith's character is essentially set up and then being framed and then followed by basically a third party government situation, essentially the
Government
CIA.
actor. Yeah.
And I remember I was in middle school and I did a presentation talking about the Patriot Act. And I said, enemy of the state is what our future will look like because the government is able to do anything and everything now, legally speaking. And I was laughed at.
Well, because it was physics class, right?
No, this was actually
Like,
no, this was middle
you're
school.
doing
This-
before Christ physics.
There's no computers in this.
But now the opposite is true. And like if a kid did that in a middle school class, everyone would be like on point. Like, every kid would be like, yeah, that's what the government's doing. Because now that's like what you said earlier. It's like every conspiracy theory, unfortunately, almost every conspiracy
true.
Other than flat Earth has been proven true.
I mean, have you tested half of the frogs out here? Because I heard the frogs are gay now. They're putting shit in the water.
They're putting shit in the
It's
water.
true.
The frogs,
I've kissed
yeah.
a lot of frogs, and every one of them got hard.
I've lived in Tennessee for 10 years, and in the last 5 years, I haven't seen one straight frog.
Yeah, it's also something that I saw this entomologist talking about because everybody knows that we're in a mass extinction event right now, right? Like we just are. Like we are losing species every single day. hypothesize, a bunch of biologists were saying that we're probably losing at least a dozen species a week that we don't even know exist. You know, like we are vastly approaching a critical biomass of where, I mean, we've already hit certain breakpoints, right? Sure. Where we're past the point of no return when it comes to like, you know, like weather conditions. I mean, you see the rising, like El Nino is going to be fucking crazy this year.
La Nina, yeah.
La Nina, yeah. But also,
it's already proving itself to be.
But
it's going to be nuts.
This entomologist was talking about how even in people like in our lifetimes, you can notice that when you drive around, think about how much more clear your windshield is, how much less insects are hitting it. And that a lot of everything's interconnected.
Holy shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But every person
Remember
I've talked to about that,
and like
Yeah,
you
you
take
see-
a long drive.
and you just the wipers
Yeah, it
just
looks like,
spread everything.
are these guys killing themselves
Yeah,
on
you had
purpose?
to use the fucking scrubber at the gas station.
Yeah, because you just had to, because there was more biodiversity, more life.
Yeah.
You know, and every person I've talked to has said the same thing. It's like, oh my God, like I didn't even realize, but yeah, and whether we're in a simulation or not, everything is interconnected. If it's computing, if it's bioinformatics, if it's just evolutionary lines that have learned to live with each other, and when it comes to competition for resources,
Symbiosis, yeah.
exactly.
How does like one civilization on one side of the world and the other on the other side of the world come up with the same ideas, like are interconnected? Like they did a thing like that too, where it was they took this mouse and they would shock it every time it came into the went to a light. Like it's in water. There's a dark side and there's a light side. Every time it went to light, they shocked it.
Sure.
And then it kept going back, shocked it, kept going back, shocked it. Till finally they counted how many where it was like, fuck, I'm going dark. Because it's naturally afraid of the dark, but it's like, okay. So then they kept breeding these mice. So the second generation, it would hit that limit that the first one did and eventually go to it. And then the generation after that, it took less.
Yeah.
And less and less. Then they did the experiment like on the other side of the world, totally different species of rat, same thing. Like it stopped after that same number and went. Like it's almost like a hive mind of learning to where and they even do it with consciousness with humans. It's like you just naturally build on shared collective knowledge to where like as you reproduce, it's just inherited, which a lot of people don't believe in. But it's almost like if that's the simulation theory, then that's code going into an update. Like when you're reborn, it's like an updated code. So,
I mean, Carl Jung talked about that a lot. It looks like the collective human experience. Like
hive mind.
The hive mind is
that's what AI is, dude. It's a hive mind.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, maybe one time. Well,
if you think you're part of a hive mind, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com.
If you think that simulation theory is maybe real or not real, but at least a fun metaphor for our perception of reality, then text us at
615-768-9483. And if you really love the movie Ready Player One and you're like, that was sick, and then forget the fact that it's kind of based on the dystopian reality that we're living in now, don't forget to follow us at any of our socials at trashville_USA.
and tag us in the comments your spicy thoughts about Ready Player One, about how it's a soulless cash grab that is somehow commenting on the fascism of nostalgia while also being indicative of the fascism of nostalgia. Comment on all of our socials and like and subscribe and comment. Tell us what you think about anything, I guess.
And if you just don't like Grant or anything that he says, don't be afraid to email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com with any of your criticisms that you may have or lack of validation that he may give.
And hey, y'all come back now, you hear?
What are we going to say now?
Howdy.
I was going to say, if you generally enjoy the movie Wild Wild West,
Actually,
it was a good movie. It has nothing to do with the simulation theory. It could. I haven't watched it in a while.
watch Wild Wild West and tell us your thoughts on it.
If you watch Wild Wild West and don't ejaculate at the same time, that's the code. Everyone has to watch Wild Wild
we all
West.
have to watch it at the same time, and then we can all finish at the
It's
same
like,
time.
did you guys feel it too?
Yeah.
No, okay. The
group
reason
chat's
why we're
blowing
in the
up.
simulation is the person who made the simulation. Like, these guys keep making bangers.
They're making good movies.
They're making really good movies. They're like, Wild Wild West, keep going.
I don't care if it's a dystopian future. I want more Will Smith movies, and I want more shit.
They check back in, like, oh, man, is that what happened to Will Smith?
It's just
Damn.
Let's make him leave Jada. Wait, hold on. Have him slap Chris Rock.
Yeah.
and then they'll talk about it for a while, you know?
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Tune in a couple of days.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Like what you hear? Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at trashville_USA. And if there's a true crime story you want the gang to cover, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com. Murder SCHMURDER is produced by Jamie. Our tracking engineer is Grant. And our mix and mastering engineer is Julie. Incidental music and our theme song is provided by Jules. This has been another production of Murder SCHMURDER.
Here at Murder SCHMURDER, if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's this. You gotta laugh or you'll cry. Right now, there's a lot to laugh and cry about. And while we talk about a lot of fucked up stuff and delve into some of the worst crimes in history, we try to make light of these things not to devalue the events or the victims or survivors, but because I genuinely believe it's one of the only ways for sentient life to understand and process the horrors of life. And it's not lost on us that most of the victims we talk about in our true crime misadventures are the most vulnerable in our country: sex workers and racial and or queer minorities. If you'd like, you could roll back the tapes and find several hours worth of ranting on this by each of us. That being said, sometimes the boys get rowdy and we end up yes-anding or attempting to outdo each other, and we say some gnarly shit.
Hence, lower the bar.
Hence, lower the bar, which is not going to stop happening.
No, it's a very fun game.
It's a very fun game.
So, I want the listeners to know that while our intention is to never punch down, we do fuck up, and we learn, and we try to get better. Are we going to fuck up again? You bet your ass.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Will it be funny when we do so?
1,000%.
Probably for us.
1,001%.
I hope so.
And definitely for us.
One of my favorite things is laughing at you guys.
No. But here at Murder SCHMURDER, we value our brothers, sisters, and non-binary homies out there. BIPOC, LGBTQIA2+, whatever member of the alphabet mafia you are, we got your back. And we hope you have ours as we continue to grow, learn, and support each other through these dark times and come out the other side stronger than ever. And since we're here, we're just going to unequivocally say, fuck fascists, incels, cops, nationalists, and whoever else has a problem with people being who they are.
Ooh, gross. Leave me alone.